students. In class 5, we have understood the meaning of staffing. Now today we understand the importance of staffing. Why staffing is given so important? The reason is that staff is everything. Without a staff, you can say that organizational structure is like a skeleton. If staff is there from the day one, the life is there in an organization. The activities are there in an organization. Only human going to do work. All the rest of physical assets, they remain as it is unless and until human enter in an organization, pick up the duster and write on the blackboard, work cannot be done. So staff, the human, robots can do work, but still the robots have their limitations. They are also operated and created by the humans only. So any machine or any robots or any other substitutes available all have the control in the hand of staff. So that is why staffing has given tremendous importance in the modern times. So when you write an answer for the importance of a staffing, first we write the introductory point, the paragraph, and then we start with the points related to staffing. See, when you answer in BO question, how you present your answer, that is the most important thing. So let us start with which are the specific words you have to use as an introductory point. That in modern industries, the importance of staff has increased. Why it has increased? Because the application of knowledge and compatibility of an employee is now demanded. Earlier, work was going on in a same lethargic manner. Nowadays, due to modern technological know-how and upliftment and research, every day new things are coming up, and that's why the staff importance has increased. Any organization without staff is like a skeleton. As we say, staff gives life. Staff does work. Staff create problems also, and staff does solution also. So staff is everything. So it can make your life as an active organizational structure life. Staffing is the only living factor. Why it has to be given importance? Because it's a life factor, living factor. Going to bounce also, going to react also, and going to do double efficiency work also. So how you treat, that way you will get back your result. So it's a living factor going to rebound if things are not proper of the production. So the future of the business enterprise depends on the staff. Your future, how your business going to be, whether you are going to grow or whether you are going to be in a downside, that depends on the enthusiasm of staff, the feeling of staff, the response of staff. Staffing is a concern. Staff means you can say it's a personnel. Cannot be that doing. It is not a physical asset. It cannot be treated as a physical asset. Like you can say furniture, you can say that the plant and machinery and the lights and fittings and like this you can't treat. It is not the physical resource, but they have the feelings. They are the living factors, having the feeling, having the self-respect, having the intelligence, having the understanding, and they each one are having different skills. Every staff is different. You won't find two persons exactly the same. They are different. Even the twin children cannot be the same perfectly, 100%. Nature, it's a creation of a nature, have the difference. So the staff possesses all these qualities which any other physical resource is do not possess it. So you can't treat all other assets like that a staff. Staff is also an asset, but it is a different kind of an asset to be considered and treated separately. So rightly we say that mind your man, man will mind everything for you. This statement can be asked, explained with a 3 marks. So in this you are going to write the importance of the staff. What the mind your man means? Take care of every need of your staff. See to it their problem, see to it their request, see to it that what they are suffering for, and then solve these problems. After understanding the problem, if you don't solve, there is no point. It will create frustration, it will create humiliation, it will create the feeling of rejection. So you find the problem and solve it. If you do that, your staff feels satisfied, and with the satisfaction, the man will mind everything for you. Once they are happy, once they are satisfied, then they won't see, they will put their own level best and they will do the best for your organization. So your productivity increase, your profitability increase, your image in the market will increase, your creditworthiness will increase, and your staff going to make you popular, going to give a good information in market. So that staff need to be taken care of, need to be properly treated. Now the same points what we have written in paragraph can be explained with the point form. Business organization, your answer should be as much as possible to the point, which is easy for examiner also to go through and for you also to remember well. So the importance can be derived in the point form. The first is that driving force. As we say, skeleton cannot work, but the human can work. So the mere existence of the staff push your activities, give life to your activity. They present the objectives you may be deciding in planning, but there is no point if these objectives are not carried on by the efficient, by the competent and by the talented staff. So objective merely writing in planning has no meaning unless you have a proper staff which is going to push, which is going to boost your objective, and work will be conducted and attainment of objective is possible. Next is that is dynamic activity. Whatever you are doing for the staff and apply the selection procedure for the staff and the vision of a new staff, that forecasting, visionary section and their modern technical know-how, that will change the scenario of the business activity and it will create a dynamism in a business activity. The enthusiasm level will vary and the activity and the business, the shape and the shine and the vision and the focus going to be different because of the proper appointment of staffing and maintenance of staffing. Number 3, that importance for the other functions of management. Yesterday also we have said that other function of management, that is your planning, your organizing, your leadership, then your direction, controlling, all this coordination, all these are for whom and by whom. So staff is doing all these functions also, and staff is part and partial of application of functions also. So all the other functions are possible only because of the capable staff available in an organization. Staff to be treated as a limbs of the business enterprise. Limbs means planning is the brain and staffing considered as a limbs, the hands and legs and the ability to work. So human only work. As I said, the empty classrooms are there. There is no point of having the infrastructure with you nowadays as we are suffering without a student. We are not enjoying our classes. Why? The absence of that human factor is there. Clear? So staff, that is the limbs, that activity, that pose, that questioning and answering and discussion and writing and quizzing and all this possible when the staff is there. So limbs, it gives an active force in an organization. So for our teaching learning process, the students are our living factor. Without that, the work to be treated incomplete. One way, like this, in an organization, staff is the nurture force to the any objective which you are talking about. The job satisfaction among the staff can be created when you understand the staff, when you give the proper work to the proper skilled staff, when you understand and give a transfer or a promotion or whatever activities required related to that staff for doing the best activity, best performance. So when you do all this, proper selection, proper placement, proper promotion, proper transfer, time to time upgradation, time to time giving financial motivation, so the job satisfaction among the staff can be created and the happy smiling employees are going to give the best of their capacity to organization. The harmony in relations. Relations between whom? Employer and employee. When your human resource department, that is one of the part of staffing. In next class we are going to learn about that human resource department, HR. In chapter 1 we have studied, if you remember. Again we are going to recapitulate and add points more. So HR department, if working properly, if understand each and every question of the staff and solve the problem of the staff, then definitely the harmony, the coordination, the good cooperation can be established and the staff is that gap between the employee-employer can be bridged. So that is possible just with the help of one of the aspect of staffing, that is HRM department. Increase the prestige of an organization. As we say, when we treat our staff well, when we pay our staff proper remuneration, when we give all the infrastructure facility demanded by the staff, when we give all that latest equipments and latest tools, and if you cover your staff with a good insurance coverage and all, if you do for them, they are always going to say good for our organization. And they will remain with an organization for longer period of time. So your labor turnover ratio decrease, and that is what? Staff is an asset for you. So you have to treat your staff as a valuable asset, and when you treat like that, it adds to the prestige. For an example, any worker of the TCS, okay, or any worker of the Reliance, if you talk, they always say that we are feeling proud to be an employee of such esteemed institutions. Why? Because their all needs are satisfied by them with humanity, with concern and with love and affection. See, money is there. Apart from money, there are so many things to be considered for the staff. The next is that continuous process. Staffing begins from day one. Yesterday in meaning we have understood that the planning also done by the staff only, no? Top management, who are there in the top management, they are the humans. They are also the one of the member of staff. So staffing that act from the day one, from that discussion and meetings and the process of incorporation, from there the staff that is in the form of, you can say, directors, or in the form of the management, or in the form of the clerk and helpers. From that day till the last, till the liquidation of a company, staff will remain. Second, that as the one staff retire or leave the firm, another has to be replaced. Because company's life is endless. It may up to 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. But staff whom are not going to live so long. So the replacement and appointment, replacement, retirement and appointment, that cycle goes on and on. You need to give the training continuously. You need to give the promotion, demotion, transfer continuously to one or another staff. So it goes on. It is a continuous process. It has to be done. The department, HR department, personnel department, every day they work. Every day they sort out the issues related to pension or related to the retirement or medical reimbursement or related to what not. Okay, so in this manner it is a continuous process. Endless activities are continuously done in the staffing, in the activity of staffing. That's why it related with the human and more extra importance, extra care and extra concern given in modern companies, in modern industries. Without a happy, healthy and satisfied staff, the attainment of the goal of a maximization of profit or whatever objective you have set cannot be attained 100%. So always keep mind your man will mind everything for you. Always keep your employee should feel happy and they should feel satisfied. This is all about the importance of staffing. Thank you.